and it looks like the Grand Canyon. And to the left and to the right, you can clearly see as it drops below. This thing has been long overdue for replacement. Fortunately, today we have the technology available to not even have to dig it up, cut open the concrete, any of that stuff. So it's a very cool project guy got involved in through a referral of sorts. I'm not even sure where that came from, but it turned out really well in the end, and I'm really happy that I got to meet the people there at this restaurant, and it turned out really nice. Time to put another sewer liner in using epoxy and a tube sock, basically. Here's a lining drum called the Inversionator 700. We're at a restaurant, and they're currently closed today, day after Christmas 2023. So that's nice. Otherwise, they are very busy. I was here when they were busy, which is good. Well, if anybody wants to jump ahead to the exciting part, I don't blame you, and that starts out at about 11 minutes 45 seconds or thereabouts, so go ahead. Oh, they're gonna dig today.
Morning.
Howdy.
Got all your toys put together?
More or less. Okay. Makes sense.
I'm telling you, keep it from getting caught.
Maybe a bigger camera head.
Yeah.
Maybe the camera head is a little bigger. I don't know. You know, kind of floated over the crevice.
Yeah.
You know, it kind of was able to.
Both of them got stuck in the flesh.
That's crazy.
Like shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can never tell.
No, I agree. A little bit of luck too, maybe.
Yeah. I ended up on the last time trying to get that stuff. I told you how I got it out.
Yeah. So this used to be an old bathroom. Stop up for the drain for this vanity. Toilet went down there. And of course it's one of the old school ones where they put the toilet flange a 90 down, back, hit a T, vent up, drain down. So of course I can't get anything through here, over, down, over. So I opened this wall. I broke this open for now. I'm going to cut that and put a clean out in here. I found an old clean out down here. I'm not getting that open anytime soon. So I said forget that. So right now I'm cleaning out this section of drain line because it joins into the pipe that I need to line, and then I'll come back through this and open it up with a cutter to reinstate this branch. So let's clean it up. Got some hot water running to keep things moving. Yeah, oh boy, I got stuck. So I'm fighting it here until it finally comes loose. But this is definitely an bad indication that this line is compromised as well. So that's going to be a future project for sure. Yo. You know what? I don't feel like getting stuck. Yeah, so the guys before me that were in here actually did get stuck, and they were fighting it for however long, and that's what the guy mentioned a couple minutes ago when I was just chatting to him. But apparently my camera head maybe is a little bit bigger. I don't know why I made it through and they didn't. Different type of equipment or what have you. But I had to come back the following week because of a motor that burnt out. You know what? There's electricity right here in my high-speed auger machine, and I have to show you here in a little bit what I mean by that. Just the usual preparations going on. I'm putting the liner on this cap that I made for my vacuum pump. Oh, over this way. Clamp it tight, start it up. And that basically sucks all the air out, or as much as I can, you know, when I get the epoxy in there, because you don't want any air left in. So I got a clamp over to the right. I don't know if you saw that, but I just came up with that on my own design using like a vice lock pliers that I modified. Because otherwise, in my mind, the air is just escaping through this end of it and going to the pump instead of getting out of the liner. But anyways, that's just my thought process. Basically here what I'm doing is extending the funnel so that the epoxy can actually go into the liner without getting all up in the remote start portion that I have here. So really that's all I was doing, is putting the one inside the other, getting ready to pour the epoxy in. Come on. Okay. So the way I like to do most of my remote starts like this is I squeeze those rollers down to 0. So it'll push all that epoxy into the liner. Obviously we don't need any in the remote start. You'll get a little bit, but that's no problem. I'm able to actually push a little bit of air through the other end. As you can see a little bit there, it just kind of burps out the end and eventually gets moved through. And then when I get to this point where the liner starts, I'll actually get the measuring tool out and set the rollers apart the appropriate distance, and then I'm ready to roll it into the liner. Okay, got some air out. Perfect. It's cold out. There's plenty of time to work. Let's go. Builder of the builder. It's rain. This protects the first layer from damage. Close that valve. What you got? There we go. Got it. Good. All right, that's it. Sweet, we made it. This is recirc. Okay. Nice overhang on a trying to rain day. So we got really hot water going through here now. It's 185 degrees coming out of the water heater. This is very hot. Ow, 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 ow. Cool. That's about it. Now we wait for it to cook. Well, first I turn the circulator on, and it'll be good to go. So burn up another motor that goes to the clog dog. Thought I'd check the brushes first, but that didn't help. It's junk. It's really asking a lot of this in the machine that they put it in, especially for what I'm doing. It works pretty good for the roots and stuff, but at the same time, if you have a load of roots in your sewer pipe and using this for a long time, it will burn up. So I put a Milwaukee fan in there as a cooling fan, and it lasts a lot longer, but just the other day, this is the one that burned up last. So this is motor number 3. I got motor number 4 in there right now. I need to get a Pacote. I'm sure all you out there is saying, just get a Pacote. Yep, I know. I got this machine before I really even knew what Pacote was. Good price, good people. Oh, it's getting dark already. $4.50. Here's the clog dog. Put the big logo on it. This is the new motor. Again, it is really asking a lot of it. Because like I said, it's number 4. Motor number 4. So I think it's just time to bite the bullet and get a Pacote. This is Pacote. So I just need to get the machine to run this. Here's another Pacote I thought I'd be using, but not today. Right now I've got the reinstate cutter head on the end of that. I wanted to make sure I get it all the way through this cast iron before I put the liner in, of course. And it's through. I made it. The liner is cooking right now. Once I get the cal tube out, I can spin this up and cut the hole through the liner that I just put in place. Oh, also, the original foot pedal that came with the clog dog burnt up. It's really not heavy duty enough, so I got a 20 amp foot switch this time. I put all 12 gauge wiring, all 12 gauge, except the wires that come up here. So those are like 14 gauge, I guess. Good. It's really dark. We're draining off the hot water. Alright, we're gonna pump. We're gonna pressure hot water or cold water through it. Alright, it's not cold yet. It's still hot. Yeah, sometimes it can get pretty tight, but at the end of the process here, what I'm going to be doing is pulling out this PEX, and that's actually how the water gets all the way down to the end of the liner, and then recirculates in the inner tube, or the calibration tube hose, and that's how it heats up the whole length of liner and how it recirculates. And I'm just taking apart the adapters so that I can get the water out of the calibration tube by reeling it back in. It's a pretty straightforward process, even though sometimes it can get a little laborious. Here we go. got? Oh, come on. There we go. There it is. Okay. Some air. Locked. Open. Yep. Coming out here. The owner of this place realized it was more cost effective to have someone local come here and dig it up, replace a section from here to the sidewalk at the street, and then they used 4-inch PVC to shove through 4-inch PVC shoved through 6-inch clay all the way out to about 3/4 of the way across the street where it joins the main. They were here originally, you know, doing a little bit of drain cleaning, tried to get their camera in there. They got it stuck in the cast iron that was trench rotted. I got my camera in there, was careful enough to not get it stuck. My camera stuck, so that's why I was able to locate it for them to dig. I guess I could have done the job, but the guy here already knew someone, so, and they put in a cleanup. But the problem with this, in my opinion, is there's traffic here, or there's people that are going to park here, and that's going to get crunched under the weight of the car. The liner stops here. And starts here. Okay. Let's get a little more pressure to pump this out. So it starts right here, I think. Yeah, right there. Good. Okay, 45. Y. .45. And then like a 60 degree right here. Yeah. Okay. Begin the process of reinstating the branch that I closed off when I put the liner through. Now I just barely got through at this point. You can see it's had some water in this line, so I'm starting to cut it through. It's not the easiest process, but I got really good tooling. It is a Picote item, so it just takes a little while of just sitting there and letting it spin, letting it chew out this opening. And as you can see, I'm making a little bit of progress. It's just a slow and steady process, and it eventually will chew through it, make a real nice opening. And there's other different types of tooling and heads available to make it a little bit smoother, a little bit more of a clean opening, whatever you need to use. There's some pretty cool special tooling out there available for this type of work. Alright, so I know I missed showing you some action. I got busy on the job, of course, that's how it goes, but I forgot to show you this. So this is basically the end of it, where I glued it onto the start of the liner. It's like this because I basically ground it off. My chains caught it in a ball, and it pulled through this far, and then of course the rest of it just came out through the clean out where I was at. So it was a 4-foot remote start. Got it in perfect place just past where a Y joins in from a bathroom, and then it's PVC from there. And then this is just now It's just trash. It's just one-time use, obviously. It destroys it as I cut it off from the liner.
I added some faucet grease, so these would slide right on up. It's nice and snug in here, so just in case the cast iron shifts, it won't drop through the roof any and break a seal like the roof penetration boot. Anyways, that's what I was thinking about. So that way, it won't move. There, long story short.
And one thing I forgot to tell you about was the reinstatement head. And there it is. There it is, right there. You saw it in the video as it came through cutting the liner. I just forgot to show you it in person. Well, so I'm just going to end this video by showing you the before and after, as you can see, there's quite the crevice in the bottom of this cast iron pipe, and it's no wonder why their camera got stuck. But that's why I was saying I think my camera head might be a little bit bigger. That's why it's floating above this crevice. And it looks like the Grand Canyon. And to the left and to the right, you can clearly see as it drops below. This thing has been long overdue for replacement. Fortunately, today we have the technology available to not even have to dig it up, cut open the concrete, any of that stuff. So it's a very cool project I got involved in through a referral of sorts. I'm not even sure where that came from, but it turned out really well in the end, and I'm really happy that I got to meet the people there at this restaurant, and it turned out really nice.